Hello, lovely people, and welcome back to yet another episode. Today is day 41. And please, if you haven't watched last week's pre-market analysis videos, I'll link it to this video right here so that you can follow through to the detailed version of the analysis. Okay, so today you'll be analyzing EURUSD, XAUUSD, and BTCUSD once again. So on EURUSD, as I was saying last week, price needed volume from either this 1 hour demand, or this 1 hour demand. Price ended up doing so to the T to this daily supply right here. And when price got here, I said that this daily supply was the actual target for price, right? So it's either we get this volume from here to give the impulse into the daily supply, and price has done that to the T. And currently inside the supply, we have a void that has to be filled on the 1 hour time frame, and this is the void right here, this huge void right here. Okay, so as we all call it, a fair value gap. Yes, it's a void, it has to be filled. Okay, so my next target for price is this 1 hour supply after this imbalance right here. Okay, and also looking at the bigger picture, price is also bullish. All right, we invalidated the high. As we invalidated the high, price continued to invalidate it furthermore. So we could all see that price is still bullish. So yes, EURUSD for today, I'm anticipating for price to get to this 1 hour supply right here, which I would want to see price give a decision there. So the decision that I'm expecting from that supply will be a decision to sell to give that big bearish impulse, or the decision to continue buying to this daily support or resistance. Okay, yeah, I've just changed the labels on EURUSD, and I'll get into that later. So let's go to XAUUSD. Sweet. So on XAUUSD, price touched the weekly demand right here. Okay, and when price touched that weekly demand, I said that we'll have to invalidate this high right here, or invalidate this high and give us a confirmation that yes, we are bullish now. So right now, price XAUUSD is bullish, and these are the zones I marked. We actually had a target here, and this was the target. This daily support or resistance, or this daily support or resistance, it was the target next. But I said, before we even get to that target, we have to invalidate this support or resistance with this supply right here first before we get to the daily support or resistance. Okay, so yes, price ended up doing so with a T with this gap right here, and now sitting inside the 1 hour supply. So looking at the bigger picture also, XAUUSD is bullish. Why? Because we keep creating higher highs and higher lows. So yes, that is it for XAUUSD. XAUUSD is bullish, and we are currently in a supply. So a decision has to be made first. Okay, a decision has to be made at this supply. It's either price would want to give an impulse back to fill this gap right here, and then give an impulse into the daily support or resistance. So, and also price can break above the supply, maybe come to this daily support or resistances, and maybe create a setup to fill this gap right here, and then maybe bounce off or continue. So yes, that is what XAUUSD can do. Let's go to BTCUSD. Sweet. So on BTCUSD from last week, I've been saying that we need to invalidate this high right here, before BTCUSD becomes bullish. So now that high has been invalidated to the T, okay? And now BTCUSD is bullish. That doesn't mean that we have to buy right now. No, that means that BTCUSD has created a buy side liquidity. Okay, so now what can BTCUSD do? It's either BTCUSD will come back, look for liquidity, and this buy side liquidity, this huge buy side liquidity, right? It's either price will use this this demand to give a move up into our next area of interest, this daily support or resistance in confluence with the supply. It's either price will give a distribution back there, or not use this demand exactly, but then maybe do something like this, come to a more discounted zone to then move aggressively to the daily support or resistance. I'm not saying that this is what is actually going to happen. Since we've created a buy side liquidity, the expectation is that price will come into the buy side liquidity, and then we'll look for more volume to kick price into the daily support or resistance in confluence with the supply. When we go to the daily time frame, and this right here is the monthly demand. That's why the probability for buys is somehow high. Okay, yeah. So you see, this is the next supply and support or resistance for BTCUSD. So we are likely to get maybe a move from here to 72,000, or we might even break this low and continue, look for a good price to then buy from, and then probably come to a support or resistance in confluence with the supply in this zone or in this zone. But since we are sitting inside a monthly demand, then the buy side creating right now has a higher probability of giving or distributing to 72,000, maybe to 74,000. So yes, as always, we anticipate, we don't predict. So whatever price will do, we just move along with it. So on BTCUSD, price is currently bullish. On XAUUSD, price is currently bullish and in a potential halt area. Okay, in the supply, let me say. So we can either get a sell movement from that supply, and also in confluence we have a gap here which might be filled anytime sooner. So yes, XAUUSD is still bullish, but we have to be cautious. And EURUSD is also still bullish. So with EURUSD, I'll be anticipating for some buys into this 1 hour supply. So that is it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll be very happy if you like, you subscribe, and you leave a comment. Thank you once again, and see you in the post-market breakdown. Peace out.